Alright, kids, it's time to beat people up legally. It has been sort of an interesting week, and I don't really feel like playing Kingdom Hearts, so it seems like it might be a good time to beat the shit out of somebody senselessly without breaking any laws. Well, I guess you kind of do that at the dojo too, but in real life. But anyway, Saturday night, had some Grand Marnier and some Swedish grog. I keep asking my friend to tell me how to pronounce it, and I keep fucking it up. I speak 2 languages fluently, but that's not one of them. Alright, I'm gonna turn the music down so that I don't get any echo in my headset. I also, as much as I love Dead or Alive, I find the I love Dead or Alive, but I don't find the music very good, and frankly, I find a lot of the voice work annoying. A lot of these games just, they have what they call a story mode, and I don't really need to hear it. There's not really any story that I would categorize as any kind of story. As far as me goes, I just want to beat people up. Alright, let's give this a go. A little bit of a story to DOA. I started playing DOA in college, actually. And one of my classmates, obviously she's Japanese, and she was studying in Canada from Japan. And anyway, we became pretty good friends, and she taught me how to play, because I was into fighting games, but obviously in Japan, let's just say they're at a different level than we are in North America, and by this I mean they take it a lot more seriously, and frankly they're a lot better at the games, which would stand to reason because they kind of came up with the games and made them in the first place. So anyway, I became fairly proficient, and she kicked my ass 10 ways from Sunday, and that's sort of how I got into it. And the first game that we played was the original Dead or Alive, and the Japanese version. So what is a little weird is this is one of the first times that I've ever actually played Dead or Alive in English. So that's a little weird for me, but that's okay. That's fine. That's cool. I'm pretty happy with the controls. The controls are pretty much the same. I mean, not the same as the arcade, but the same as, when I played it on other consoles. Fuck it. Let's fight. We'll do versus. I got this game for free on the PlayStation. I keep wanting to call it the PlayStation Store. I know it's like PlayStation Network or whatever. I know that's not what it is. But, whatever. That's fine. Yeah, I just got this, so I haven't unlocked any other characters. Which, honestly, is fine by me, because I always have played as Kasumi anyhow. So that's fine. We'll play as Kasumi, because I've always played as her. Because what's cool about this is the grappling, which is nice. A lot of fighting games do not have grappling, and because I study Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, I'm a big fan of grappling. You'd think after 20 years plus that Sony would kind of get a handle on these fucking load times. I don't know what it is with them and load times, but okay, sure. Maybe I won't do that. Oops, that Every so often, it doesn't happen often, but I find that with this, every so often in this, in DOA 6, you'll hit a button and it just doesn't do anything. Like, it's actually doing it now. I'm hitting X and square. Like, it's doing it now. Why is it? There we go. I wanted to get some grappling. I like grappling. But it's weird. It doesn't do it often. And for those of you that might be saying, hey, you know, did you check to make sure that your controller was properly charged? I did. The whole thing is completely charged. It just, I don't know if it's a bug or maybe, you know, there's gunk in my controller. I don't think so, because it doesn't happen when I play other games. If I play Soul Calibur, it doesn't happen. If I play Soul Calibur, it doesn't happen. If I play Injustice 2, it doesn't happen. If I play Street Fighter, it doesn't happen. Any other fighter that I want to play, it doesn't do this, and it doesn't do it in Dragon Ball Fighters either. So I'm not really sure why it happens in this. It's almost sort of an Aikidoka kind of thing a little bit. I was a little disappointed on the PlayStation Store. They had something where you could, they had brought back Streets of Rage, which I used to play in the Game Gear and the Sega Genesis, and I thought, oh, isn't that cool? There'd be new. And I just looked at it, and I'm like, this sucks. This doesn't have the same spirit. It almost felt like it was made by a bunch of people that wanted to make fun of Streets of Rage, which I thought wasn't very gritty, which I thought was kind of disappointing. So I didn't feel it was worth a download, and it must be really bad, because if it's not worth a download when it's fucking free. Alright, it's been a couple of weeks since I played this, and I think I might need to up the difficulty level a bit, because it's getting a little too easy. And it's getting a little too easy with a lot of the other characters too. So I don't know what to... I don't know. I will give it my all. Let's start. See, I'm hitting buttons and it's not doing shit. It is now. Like, I'll sit there and very odd. See, it's doing it again. I don't know why it's doing that. The solution appears to be abject violence. Like, she's just sitting there doing nothing. It's a bit strange, but okay. I feel like I need to work a bit on my blocks. Stop standing there! God. I must be putting it in some kind of a mode. Because I've noticed it happens when she stands in a weird way, so there must be some kind of a standby or a block there that I'm accidentally getting into. I don't remember that before, but I've never used it. The other thing is, typically I have not played this on the PlayStation for the most part. I've either played this in the arcades, like a Japanese arcade, like a Japanese style arcade machine, or I have played it on the Xbox 360, and I feel like I played a variant of it on PS2, and it was a modded PS2, I think. So it was playing, it wasn't mine, but it was playing a Japanese version of it. So I don't know. Stop! I don't know why she does that. I'm hitting something and then she just stands there and doesn't do shit. She's doing shit now. The other problem, I don't know if you want to call it the problem. I try to mix things up because you don't want to get too reliant on one technique, which is much like real martial arts, right? Because then your opponent sees it coming, and then, you know, you get used to it. The problem is I get so addicted to the grappling moves that I tend to neglect a lot of the striking, which, because it's like the grappling